I'm like, number one, okay, does that really matter? Like, because I'm me, right? But, so then I'm like, okay, cool. Do you know Adam Sandler? Like, you listen to Adam Sandler? Like, oh, yeah, okay. Do you like Kevin James? Yeah. Do you like John Chris? Like, the good, like, he's a pretty strong Christian comedian that's kind of popular now. Like, yeah. I'm like, I sound nothing like them, so don't even come. Like, just don't even think about coming. That's kind of how that works. I had some people, when I invited them, they're like, oh, you're the guy with the beard. Okay, and then I realized that the photo on Facebook, when it was being advertised, it was just my beard. And I told them, actually, it's just my beard performing. My beard is just going to be rubbing up on the mic the entire time for an hour, and this is what people are going to listen to. And I thought that'd be a really good show. And I even thought, too, it'd be nice for the next person who uses the mic, because this thing is not going to smell like amazing beard oil and beard balm. Sure does. So good. I do. I use beard oil, beard balm. Anybody else in this place use beard oil and beard balm? Yeah, good. I'm glad I'm like not the only weirdo, but we are the only weirdos. You two that raise your hand with me. I go really in depth with my beard care. So much so that I actually use a blow dryer on it. I comb it. I brush it. I put the beard oil in. I make sure it's looking nice because it's the only thing on me that can. Fashion sense-wise, I need a beard. I need something good, right? Because that's going to draw attention away from this mess here. So I had the beard. And I decided that I was going to go get a professional beard technician. That's what I'm calling him. I don't know if that's his real title. He's a barber, I'm assuming, but whatever. He went to Orlando, Florida, not just for the beard trim. That would be really bougie. I'm not like that. I'm all like, oh, look at me, rolling in the dough. Not yet. But anyway, we'll see what happens when Netflix picks me up. No, but I get down there, and I go to this place, and it's a pretty sweet-looking place. It has, like, beard trimmers and scissors and creams and all this awesome stuff. And I walk in, this is amazing. And there's a little side door, right? This little side door that says, beard trimming specialty or something like that. And I was like, oh man, that's where I gotta go. So I start to walk through the door. All of a sudden, as I'm pushing the door open, I hear, hey! And I'm like, whoa, you know? And I look over, this dude like jumps over the counter, like seriously, comes over the counter, and he's like, do you have an appointment? And I get up out of my fetal position, and I'm just like, no. I'm a crier. I was like, no, I don't. He's like, okay, before you can go in there, you need to come over here. And I was like, whoa, all right, I'll walk over there. I'll make my appointment. He's like, okay, now you have an appointment. You can come back in a couple days, get it taken care of. I said, thank you, sir. He's like, you're welcome. I walk out. A couple days later, I come back. I'm excited because there has to be something special behind this door, right? He's keeping it, like you can't go back there unless you have an appointment. I'm expecting something magical. I go back there. I open the door slowly. I'm expecting some like unicorn with glitter, you know, welcome to the beard shop. Because that's the most manly thing that would happen in a beard shop. It's like glitter throwing unicorn. Woo! Welcome to the beard shop. Anyway, don't know why that's in my head, but that's what I imagine. So then I get in there, no beard throwing, or no glitter throwing unicorn, just a barber. And I realized the reason why they didn't want anybody sneaking in there was because they didn't want a Sweeney Todd moment and some dude getting his head chopped off in the middle of getting his like straight blade razor thing going. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm sitting there as he's finishing up on this guy. And I'm like, what do I do? I just sit here looking at the guy getting his neck shaved by this other guy. Don't know what to do, just sit there looking at stuff. And then he says, hey, go ahead and have a seat. I finally have a seat. I'm like, what's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this place. He leans me back. What's your name? My name's Bobby. What's your name? My name's Julio. Oh, Julio, glad to have you, man. Thank you for allowing me to sit in your seat. He said, you're welcome. How long have you been doing this, Julio? 6 years. Oh, good. I felt really confident in this guy's hands. I'm about to get him to be doing something to my beard. I don't know what. Julio begins to place his hands into my beard. Oh, so gently. Stroking, massaging. Oh, I was just laying back as he's just rubbing my face, and I was just there in the moment. And I realized this must be what my dog feels like when I'm rubbing his belly. Because he's just rubbing, and my leg starts going. And he's like, "Sir, are you okay?" And I just licked him. He's like, "Whoa," and I said, "I'm sorry, Julio. Thank you for that." Oh my, and he's like, "Whoa," and I'm not sure about Florida law, but I think we're married. But that was my beard trim experience. That was a good time, and man, I miss Julio. Those hands, magic hands. To make it even more awkward, I'm here with my wife right now. My wife's right here in the front row. Yeah, clap for her. Yeah, she deserves that. She is the one letting me chase this dream of comedy. And so I'm excited to be doing this with everyone here. We're actually we consider this our date night. This is our date night. How many of you guys are on a date night tonight? You can get loud about that. It's okay. You're like, whoo, yeah, maybe. I don't know if I should be happy about a date night. You should be happy about having a date night. I don't know about being happy in this moment now, but being happy about the date night, you should be. Date nights are great. And when we have these date nights, it's fantastic because we have 3 kids at home. And those 3 kids, they're 3 kids. And when we get a date night, it's hallelujah, freedom, right? How many of you guys are feeling that freedom tonight from your kids? Anybody else in this place? You can cheer. Now see, you guys are smart. You're not cheering because you were ready. I was going to say you are bad parents. Bad parents. Get home to your kid now. No. But that is kind of where we're at because we realize that sometimes we just can't go places with our kids. We can't. We've realized that. We take our kids out to dinner because we don't learn our lesson. We take our kids out to dinner a lot. And when we do, I love the stares from people as we enter into this place. Because when we enter into the place where people are eating, they see us with a brood of children. They're just 3, but they instantly think it's like, oh, it's the Duggars. They see us coming through, right? Much love to the Duggars, all right? Sorry about that if I offended anyone. But dude, they got crazy amount of kids, but we don't. We have 3, but you can see their faces. Oh man, kids. And I'm like, and I just want to look. I'm like, yeah, you're not going to enjoy your meal, and neither are we. So let's just join in that party together. Like, that's right. Let's just do this because these kids are going to be nuts. And these kids, they know what's going to be happening. They know when they're at home, it's like, oh, cool, you guys are behaving at the counter. I love it. You're eating your food, wonderful. They get to a restaurant, and it's like you unleash a caged chimpanzee. It's like, ah! They just start screaming, like, ah! And then parents, we don't know what to do with ourselves. Because we see everybody looking at us, and we instantly think we're being judged as parents. So then we're like, let's just grab whatever. Here's a napkin. Here's a lit candle. Here's a fork. I don't know. I stopped crying. I'm not sure what's going to happen. And the hands start flapping around, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. But this is what happens, though, for me. Because I'm kind of like trying to take care of these kids, but I love watching people. You can see the people who have kids of their own, who are like looking at you with the Katniss Everdeen Hunger Games look. I'm with you. I'm with you. We're on a date night. We're by ourselves. You're not. But I'm with you, right? And those are the people, oh, thank you, right? I love that. But then you pass by the older generation, some of them that forget what it was like to either have kids or be a kid, and they give you that constipated, confused look of like, you know, it's like they're trying to figure out what's going on in their belly, but they're also trying to figure out mentally what they're seeing. They're just like, you know, and I'm just like, dude, calm down. They're kids, you know, let it go. But then you have the people who you know have either never been around kids in a restaurant or don't have kids of their own, but they want to be like sympathetic, quote unquote, and they give you that look of, you know, that semi-smile, that kind of nervous, like, oh, man, this messed up. Huh? They're looking at each other like, when do we leave? We can't leave until we get the bill. Oh man, these kids are nuts. We don't ever want to have kids. I know, this is crazy. Right, that look, some of you are laughing because either you've received this look or you've given this look. If you have received this look, if you have given this look, you better hope you're not near me because I guarantee you you're going to be getting my kids at your table. Because I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I talked about my kids first though because for some reason kids make people happy. For some reason, kids make people happy. They get people clapping, they get people like, oh, kids, yeah, they're so cute. And then when you say, do you have kids? Like, yeah, we have kids. And they pull out pictures, like you even asked for that. But like, look at my pictures. They're like, oh, that's wonderful. And I don't know why I'm doing this, because nobody whips out wallet pictures anymore. They're like, look at my phone, right? But I'm like, this is more dramatic. Look at my pictures, right? And so, but for some reason though, like kids, when we talk about having kids, and people who have kids and are able to get out on date nights, it's like something they can relate to, we start clapping for it, right? Yeah! Whenever you're seeing somewhere in public, you go somewhere and somebody's like, hey, how have you guys ever been to the beach? I went to the beach last week. You're like, yeah, I went to the beach 3 years ago. I had a dream about the beach. I went to the beach once. I was 5, right? You clap about that. But for some reason, if somebody would be like, yeah, I went to the beach, you're like, yeah, and I also have athlete's foot. What? Wait, that might be true, but I don't want to clap about it. You get all awkward clapping. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with my hands right now on this one. I get so nervous. But we don't ever do that anywhere else. We clap when you see somebody on stage mentioning something you can relate to. But imagine doing that when you go shopping. Imagine if you're out shopping and you're like with whoever you're with shopping, and you're like, man, I want to get some barbecue chips. And 3 aisles over you hear, yeah, barbecue chips! And it's like, yeah, barbecue chips! I'm going to get myself some barbecue chips. Boom. Then you go over to the ice cream aisle. I'm going to get some chocolate chip ice cream. You're right, I don't need chocolate chip ice cream. I'm too fat. You walk away, I'm so sad, right? Because you're not hearing the cheer that you want to hear. But we don't do that anywhere else. I don't know why we do it here, but for some reason when we relate to something, we love to clap for it. We just don't do it when we're not doing things that are basic, right? Shopping is one. Right now, our kids, getting back to my kids, because why not? The kids are at home being babysat by somebody. My wife organized that, I think. I really hope. They might be in our car. But just kidding. We got a puppy. They're in a crate. But they're home. And you know, the thing about kids, they teach you so much about yourself and about life. They teach you patience, right? They teach you how to be patient. Because when they're doing things that you just want to like throw something, not at them, because that's bad, but you just want to throw something. But you have to learn how to control that as patience. They teach you unconditional love, right? You look at them like, oh, you're so wonderful, even though you pooped everywhere. I don't like you right now, but I love you unconditionally because I'm still cleaning up your poop. You threw up in the back of my car. Oh, I love you. I do not like you, but I love you enough to know that I don't want you sitting in this throw up till you're 18. So I'm going to clean this up, and I also want a clean car. So you are there, kid. But they also teach you about self-sacrifice. Kids teach you a lot about self-sacrifice, especially when it comes to food. When you have a toddler, if you're in this place and you want to lose weight, get a toddler. Just go get one. Because seriously, you cannot have snacks to yourself anymore. You can't. You get a cookie, you get a quarter of a cookie. Why? Because they heard you with their supersonic hearing that you unwrap a wrapper in like 5 bedrooms over, right? If you have 5 bedrooms, I don't even know. I don't even have that much. But if you have 5 rooms over, you're unwrapping it, and they're like, we want some! How did you hear that? We heard it, we want it, give it to us now. And you're just like, okay, get it! You know, and you have to like back up, and they're like, thank you, and they walk away. That's what toddlers do. You lose at least 15 pounds when you have one. Trust me, I was way bigger before I showed up. It's horrible. It's horrible. The other thing they teach you about is communication. When I was in college, I played a lot of Mad Gab. How many of you guys play Mad Gab? Anybody know Mad Gab? Mad Gab, for the guys who aren't familiar with Mad Gab, here's a little rundown of it. It's a little card, has scrambled up words. Person reads it, you have to figure out what they say. This is pretty much speaking to a toddler. Pretty much speaking to a toddler. You have to figure out what they're saying every time they talk to you. They're talking, they're like, Daddy, want to think I got ketchup? What? Daddy, think I'm gonna get ketchup? Let's try this one more time, slow down, let me read the lips. Dad, you think I'm gonna get ketchup? You want ketchup? Yes, Dad. All right, and you walk away. Mad Gab champion, right? That's how it works. Because you have to figure out this whole thing talking to a toddler. It's like playing Mad Gab with them. The other thing about kids, they teach you about your dark sides. the things that are deep within you that you never knew were there? Am I the only one here that thinks about payback on their kids? Okay, I do. I sit back and I think about payback. Now, if you're in this place and you haven't had kids yet, or you're thinking about having kids, I'm sorry, okay? Don't mean to scare you. It's gonna be fun. That's all I can tell you. It's gonna be fun somewhere down the line. But right now, when you're in this mix, right, you talk to them and they're doing things, and you start thinking, I lay back and I just start dreaming until the day that they're older and I can pay them back for all the things they've done or haven't done for me, right? So, for instance, I have a list, a little journal that I keep. Right now, my kids owe me about 194 cups of coffee. For every time that I've had to reheat, and then find the cup that I reheated twice at nighttime in the microwave and realize that I never got a chance to drink it. I guarantee you that when I am older and my kids are older, I'm going to be showing up at their house with an empty cup, knocking on the door, waiting for them to pour me some coffee. And every time they pour their coffee, I'm going to start talking to them and asking them random questions about the paint on the wall, the stars in the sky. What does the air smell like? What does dirt taste like? You tell me right now. And then when they go to drink their coffee and it's cold, they're like, Dad, my coffee's cold. You're welcome. My job is done. I'm going to grab their coffee. I might even just dump it. Just dump it. And be like, you're welcome. Go ahead and pour yourself another one. You know, might as well just put that in the microwave because you're not going to drink that for a little while. That's what I'm going to do. Payback. I'm going to pay them back, because I think I plan on staying at their house on occasion. And when I do, I might just go into the room while they're asleep and just stare at them. But then I'm going to get myself closer and then just start breathing. So when they wake up, what are you doing, Dad? I just need to go to the bathroom. Just want to let you know. Love you. And then I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then before I'm done, I'm going to say, I'll see you in a couple hours. Because I guarantee you, I will. And while everybody goes back to sleep, I might just go ahead and scream for no reason. Just, wow! And then when they come in, I just want to say hi. I love you. My music turned off. Can you turn that on for me? Actually, I had a nightlight that I plugged in that you didn't know that I had. But if you can go ahead and fix that for me too, because it went out. Yeah, love you. Thanks. Love that. Kids do that kind of stuff though, man. I don't get it. Like they come up with things, they say things, they do things, and like they will wake you up in the middle of the night. I will be dead asleep, and I'll just hear a, "What, Dad?" And then I'll come running in, ready to ninja-fy whatever is in there, because I'm expecting something horrible to be happening, and all it is I can't find my stuffed animal, Dad. It's right there. It's right there, right next to you. Oh, sorry, Daddy, I didn't see it. Love you. Oh, really? And I whip out my journal. What's that for, Daddy? Don't worry, you'll find out. Go to sleep. You will find out soon enough. I guarantee you. It's all about teaching our kids lessons, right? Always. We're teaching our kids right now. We're homeschooling our son because we like torture. We are, no, okay, I take that. Homeschooling's fine. I love it. I'm supposed to say that. It's a good time. Kids are learning. I can't stand it. Okay, it's not that, like, I love teaching my kids things that matter, like throwing a football. Okay, that's because I know how to do it, okay? I can teach them how to throw a football because I've done that. But now I have to teach them about the silent E. Dad, why is it silent E? I don't know. Well, okay, I just taught you B, B-E. Sounds like it's spelled. It's great, awesome. We, W-E, we, sounds like it's spelled. Do, D-O-E, Do-E. No, it's do. Why, Daddy? Because the world's not fair. All right? The world's not fair, and you need to learn that right now. Go, just get it done, right? And then I just walk away, because I don't know what to do. Then there's math time with this kid, and I'm like, okay, I love him, this kid. I love him still. But math time. Okay, Timmy has 3 chickens. Timmy bought 2 more chickens. How many chickens does Timmy have? Why does he have chickens, Daddy? I don't know. He has a farm. Does he have any other animals? What kind of farm is this? What? Okay, hold on. So now, Daddy, tell me, do chickens fly? Chicken head, ha ha ha. What are you talking about? He has 2 chickens, 3 chickens. How many chickens does he have? What's for lunch, Daddy? Chickens. Chickens are for lunch. Timmy's chickens are for lunch. You're welcome. Enjoy that, because you brought that on to Timmy's chickens, because you didn't answer that math question. All right? Again, lessons, right? Lessons need to be taught. When it comes to these math things, though, I'm realizing that I think it's because of my fear of teaching. I honestly, I had such a big fear of math when I was in elementary school. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I would cry over it. I could not handle doing math. There's no joke here. I'm just telling you guys this because I need therapy. I'm holding on to this big time. I cannot stand math at all, and I cry about it daily. But speaking of crying over this stuff, though, like I really think, when I think about these silent E's and all this math stuff, like I kind of go like, okay, there's got to be some sort of secret underground syndicate that's planning this English language stuff and is just sitting back laughing about what's going on in the homes across America. And just going like, oh, we're going to make easy words that sound like they're spelled, but then we're going to mess them all up. And then we're going to make parents try to teach their kids and try to get them to understand. And when the kids don't understand, and they're talking to the parents, why? And the parents don't understand, they get frustrated, and we're just going to see who cries first. This is fantastic. And I think that they also work for Facebook. And that's why after you're done doing homeschool work, you end up seeing Kleenex and Advil as an ad on your Facebook wall. See, guys, it's all connected, and I'm here to help. All right, let's shine a light on this stuff. This is bad. All right, this is dark stuff that's going on in this world. Another thing about my kids, though, they teach great skills. They do. They taught me how to balance, not life. They've actually made it more chaotic. But they've taught me how to balance things like balancing a baby on my hip while cooking, while answering a question about what the color red smells like. Where do these questions come from? But these are questions that kids have, and you're like, dude, I gotta answer these questions. This is the kind of skill that they teach you, that balancing piece. They also teach you a great skill of being passive aggressive. Some parents are laughing because I think you know where I'm headed with this one. I have learned a great skill of being passive aggressive with my kids. I'm holding on to my son. Oh, you're so cute. But I'm gonna have to hand you off to mommy because I have to go to the bathroom. And I say it loud enough so my wife can hear. And then maybe she's gonna come over and help me out. She comes over, oh, do you need help? Oh, did you hear that? Oh, please, thank you. And then I go to the bathroom. Sometimes I'll do this. Oh, you're so cute, but my arm's getting tired. Daddy really has to go to work because if Daddy's late, he's not going to get a check. And then our family's going to suffer. Hopefully Mom will come and take care of you. And then Mom comes. Did you need help? Oh, thanks for listening. Yeah, here you go. It's a passive-aggressive skill that comes with parenting. You're welcome. It comes. Use it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. The other thing that I've come to realize about being a parent, I've learned a lot about my competitive nature. I get really competitive playing some of the easiest games that you would ever play. Candyland sets me off. I think these games are in place to teach kids that life is not fair. But parents are the ones that suffer from it. Because kids don't realize that they're not supposed to laugh at the one that's losing. And so when you're competitive, you don't like being laughed at. So when you're playing these games, they're like, oh, you guys got to move up 3 spaces. That's awesome. Daddy got 1. And they're like, ah, Daddy didn't move. And I'm like, ah, flip the board. No more playing. And then I walk off, and then I talk about Timmy's chickens I'm about to cook. Why? Not because I get angry, but because I'm competitive. And this competitive nature comes out, and then I realize that's why I like buffets. That's called transition people. That's what they call that in the biz. You're welcome. Thought I'd share that with you. This is my second comedy show, and I'm acting like I'm professional. Joke's on you. But no, really, like, and I think when I share this, you're gonna, yeah, that's me too. Just follow me on this. When you're at a buffet, you show up, you get your plate, you sit down, you're there, maybe a couple other people, but then you realize, oh, it's lunch hour. You see a group of people walk in. In your mind, you instantly say, I gotta finish this plate, get up to that buffet before they get there. Why? Because they're gonna get the things that I like. They're gonna take away the stuff that I need. And I better go ahead and beat them. Let me go ahead and give you a buffet pro tip. Because I have them, as you can tell. But buffet pro tip, get a decoy plate. Okay, this is for real, people. Try this, it's magic. You get a decoy plate. You show up, you get your plate that you're gonna eat off of, but then you get a plate of stuff that you would never eat. But you have it there, so when the big crowd comes in, you move it to the edge of your table, they'll all see it like you're prepping to eat it, and they're gonna think, wow, that stuff looks really good. That's what they go for, because we play mind games. Buffet is like a game of chess. You gotta play this game smart. So when you move that there, they see that, oh, that looks good, I'm going for it. Then you go get your plate, wait a second, that's not the plate that guy had. We've been had. And you're like, that's right, checkmate, suckers, buffet's mine, right? That's what you do. Buffet chess, people. Play the game, play it smart. It's a good time, okay? Just here to help you with that. I realize, though, that I'm not going to be able to eat buffets as much as I used to. I actually just went to the doctor recently and found out I had high cholesterol. What? All my life, I've been told to aim high. In school, you want 100%. When you play sports, you aim for 110%. Give it 110%. Yeah. You get your cholesterol like 192. Whoop, whoop. No, no, that's not good. When did this get changed, right? When did the medical field start to play these kind of mind games on people? I want to be able to have a high number and feel good about it. And I was like, no, you can't eat buffets. You might die. Whatever. Man, cholesterol high level. And then they tell me, oh yeah, your blood pressure's on borderline. Okay. Now I say to myself, as a Mexican person, having a borderline high blood pressure, build that wall! So good, that's what I basically said, right? The doctor didn't take too kindly to that. But I was like, if I'm gonna do anything, let's do it. Right here, right now. What do I have to do that? In fact, does a high cholesterol level help me with that at all? No? I'm gonna die. Because I need to go on diets. Okay, I know, I need to go on a diet. I recognize that, and I own that. I told my doctor, I said, look, I own that, I know. There's just too many to choose from. There's so many diets out there. You know, there's the keto diet, right? I'm not knocking it. I just think, again, that's too much math. I don't want to have to work to figure out what I'm supposed to eat and how much I'm allowed to eat. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. I'm not touching that. Then there's the paleo diet. Paleo diet, fish, nuts, vegetables, awesome. But it's based off the food of early man. They all died. I'm not touching that diet either, man. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I can't do this. I did a diet called HCG. Anybody familiar with HCG? Okay, good. If you're not, get ready for a ride. HCG, when you start HCG, they have this thing that they do this intro thing right in the first 2 days, and it's fantastic. When I read about it, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to do this. This is gonna be amazing. Why? Because the first 2 days, they call them a gorge day. I was like, gorge day? This is fantastic. What do I have to do? I get to eat non-stop for 2 days? Yes, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go get my Snickers, my Kit Kats, because that's what it tells you to do. It says eat a lot of high carbs, high sugars, all this stuff. This is a fantastic diet for a guy like me. I'm excited about this. But just to be a safe side, I call the helpline. Now, when I call the helpline, and this guy named Gary answers the phone. Now, I think his name was Gary. I couldn't tell because of the dogs barking in the background and the kids running around. Their headquarters seem to be very family friendly. And I talked to Gary, and he's like, hi, this is Gary. Thanks for calling. What can I help you with? Now, instantly in my mind, I realized that I must have interrupted a very intense game of Halo for Gary, playing in the basement of his mom's house. because Gary was not very pleased with me calling at the hour that I called, because it was fairly early, because I wanted to get a head start on the gorge day. It was 5:30 in the morning. But I called, I'm like, hi, Gary. I didn't tell him my name, because, I'm not going to embarrass myself that much. And I said, look, I'm doing this diet. It has pills, or these drops I'm supposed to put underneath my tongue. I'm assuming I put them under my tongue because I have a gland under my tongue that causes me to get fat. So this pill, these little drops are supposed to help me. That's my assumption, right? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I just trust this bottle that they told me it was $5.99. So anyway, I'm doing this, and I said, now, I read about these gorge days. Can you tell me, Gary? Can you tell me, when I do these gorge days, am I supposed to have a break? Or can I just keep going? Because don't play with me here, Gary. I hear gorge days, I'm thinking, eat till I'm full, and that could take some time. So let me know. And then he goes silent. Now, when he goes silent, in my mind, I'm thinking, Gary, now's not the time to go silent. I have $20 worth of Snickers and Kit Kats sitting right here in my passenger seat, and they're just right here, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go inside, Gary. I need you to answer. Gary still stays silent. Now I'm thinking Gary's getting his colleagues, aka his Halo buddies, saying, we got a big one, right? And they got the, woo, 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 we hooked Moby Dick, everybody. We hooked Moby Dick. Get over here. He's asking us if he can eat all day long. He's a biggin. He's a biggin. And they all just come running in just to kind of hear what's going to happen. And he's like, yes, sir. You can eat all day long, nonstop. Do whatever you want to do. Fill yourself up. It's going to be good for you. In the end. Oh, praise Jesus, right? I'm like, I was like, at that moment, that's where I got confirmation that I was meant to go into ministry. I was like, oh, Lord, praise you, praise you. I just went ahead, I started snacking on those Snickers, and then I'm like, wait a second, my family's going shopping for 4 hours. There's a buffet near there. They dropped me off at the buffet. They go shopping. Why? Because I had some time to kill, and I got to make sure I gorge myself, because I had 2 days to do it. Again, I should have had some red flags. Because after those 2 days, you drop to taking in 500 calories. A deep depression set in, as I realized that all I got to eat was Melba toast and air. HCG is the devil's work, people. And it doesn't work, as you can tell. All right, I dropped it, it came back, it's horrible. It's horrible. Then of course you have your gyms, you have your workout places, right? You get your Fitbits. I got a Fitbit because I thought, yeah, if I have it, maybe it'll make me work out better. I found that I got my steps in by chasing after the ice cream truck. It was a good time because I love ice cream. I really do. I've been doing that since I was a kid, though. I was in my grandma's house one time and I was doing some homework and I was dressed in my karate clothes because I was a kid and I was healthier then. And I'm doing my homework and I hear, like in the distance, the whole Pop Goes the Weasel song that comes on that ice cream truck, right? And you're like, oh man, my ear starts twitching. I take off, I book it. I realize I don't have shoes on, but I'm running, I'm going after it. So I'm chasing that sound. I'm trying to figure out where it's at. I can't find it. I realize I have to get my homework done before karate, so I'm walking back defeated. My neighbors come out. Bobby, why are you barefoot? Now, I had to think really quickly, because I didn't want to admit that I was a chubby kid chasing after an ice cream truck. So I said, my sensei makes me train like this. I have to get my feet hard for whatever kicks I have to do. They bought it. I'm like, gotta go. I run back home. Now, what's great about this is that they've never heard it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to listen to this. So, yep, I lied to you all these years. There you go. That's how it works. That's how it works. There's the beach body workouts. Anybody do the beach body workouts in this place? You can admit it. It's okay. Yeah, beach body. Sadistic. All those guys, sadistic. They want you to work out. They want you to get all like, oh yeah, do this stuff. Even the main guy, his name's Tony, right? This guy Tony. Do your best and forget the rest. No, Tony, you do your best and you watch me rest, because I'm not about to do that. You were doing all this crazy workouts, and I am not. Yeah, and I know your mind tricks, Tony. Oh yeah, we're gonna do 50, maybe more. Nope, I'm gonna do 10, and I'm gonna watch you do the rest. Why? Because that's my best, Tony. Quit trying to boss me around. You're on a video. You're not right next to me. I'm gonna settle for my fatness. You leave me alone, Tony. Again, I need therapy. I'm not gonna. I got a puppy. We got a little puppy. My plan is to use him as a running partner. Another pro tip. You go running with a dog and you're out of shape. Blame your stops on the dog. It helps. You run a block because you can't go any further. Oh, darn dog needs to pee. Thank you so much, Theo. Oh, Lord. He's peeing. Oh, looks like we gotta go home. You can't hold it, can you? Oh, man. Dogs save your life. They save your life. That's what I do. I'm gonna plan on that with my dog. I went to the gym. That's it. I didn't go in. I just went to a gym. There was a donut shop next to it. And I was like, you know what? I care about the mom and pop places. And so I sacrificed my health to take care of that company. I felt that was my duty. I don't call me a hero, people. Don't call me a hero. I just thought I'd care for the company. It's a mom and pop shop. Apparently the last name is Duncan, and they really care about their donuts. And I am there to help them. All right? They were there. That's what they do. I love that place. No. Okay, for real though. I have gone to a gym. I have gone to a gym before. I've worked out, and I did it fairly regularly. But it got pretty crowded. Gyms get really crowded, especially with people with like big muscles that want to like clank the weights all around, and they get all crowded up on the weights, like they're like watching themselves in the mirror, like, oh, look at us. I don't know what that accent is, but then, yeah, they're doing it right. And then you're like, okay, I just need to get that. Can I just reach in here? And they're like, you know, like I just need to get this weight, and you're like trying to do it without making them upset or like have them pee on you because it seems like they're about to mark their territory because you can't grab the weight. I just got tired of it. But now, workout pro tips. This whole set should be called Pro Tips by Bobby. This is a pro tip. You go to work out, you can't get your space because it's all crowded. Start coughing uncontrollably. Just start coughing. If you need to, like pull a nose hair out, make yourself sneeze, right? It'll happen, and those people will back away. Why? Because they don't want to be around your germs. Unless you get one of those really strong people that have a strong immune system, then you got to take it to the next level. And here's another pro tip. Your earbuds, or whatever you have in your ears, playing music, push them in. Just start crying. Just start crying uncontrollably. And as you're crying, just start saying, oh, it's her song, or it was our song, or my grandma loved this song. Just start making something up, but crying uncontrollably. Nobody wants to be around a crier in the gym. Nobody does. And as they start going, we don't want to go near that, you just keep working out. Crying the whole time, just get your workout done, and then you leave. They'll come back, they'll get their workout in, they just don't want to be around you crying. Works almost every single time. One time a guy gave me a hug. And he started playing with my beard, and I think we're married. But it was awkward. But his name is Julio. It's interesting. But the other thing I really had a hard time with at the gym were the physical trainers. Physical trainers come up as really smug people to me. Like, look at me, right? I went to school. I know how to work out. I know how to use these machines. You need help? You need help? No, just because I'm sleeping on this bench does not mean I need your help. I'm just taking a nap. You're open 24 hours. I'm taking advantage of that. All right? I have a membership just like everybody else. You leave me alone, physical trainer guy. I don't need you right now. I'm not going to deal with that. I thought that physical trainers were more smug, but I realized that the smuggest people that you'll ever encounter, and I really hope there aren't any of you guys in this room. As I'm saying this joke, I realize I'm about to offend somebody. Again, Walmart workers, not just any Walmart worker though, the self-checkout people. They are the smuggest people. Why? Because they're standing there just watching you come up with their little stance, watching you. And they just point to the open one. Go to this one. Go to this one. No, Number one, I'm not going to go to the one that's furthest away from me. I'm going to stop because I don't want to walk there. You see my cart is filled with ice cream? I am not going to walk that way. The person behind me has a Fitbit on. Let them get their steps in. Go there. I'm going to go to the closest one. I'm going to stand in my ground here, Walmart worker. And they're just saying that, this is my spot. And it's like, this was your shift that you were assigned. You were not like, you weren't like some specially trained Walmart assassin that's put in this position to make sure that everyone is taken care of. No, you were assigned this shift, and now you're watching everyone like they're felons. And I wonder, I look at them, should I have taken my mugshot before or after? Because you're looking at me like I'm guilty already. Like seriously, these guys are so smug, and they have so much power. So much power. I get so scared of them. Like if I miss a scan, do you know how quick they are on me with that? Hopefully I'm not the only one that's had this experience, otherwise it's racial profiling. But I go over there to scan, and it's like I miss one and I put it in the bag. You didn't scan that one. How do you know? You were way over there looking at me with your smug eyes. You're going to tell me right now that you know what I scanned? You don't know what I scanned, you liar, and then I scan it. I didn't scan it. You're right, I didn't. But then I get scared of the sensors at the door, right? That gives me so much like high anxiety. It's like, oh man, I'm about to walk through this thing. I really hope it doesn't go off. And when it goes off, like everything just comes out of my pockets instantly. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I might have accidentally slipped something in here. I don't know. Check it out. Here's my receipt. In fact, here's several people. Here's other receipts from like past visits. I don't know. Check them all out, right? Because I get freaked out. But then you realize there's nobody there to check on you after that thing goes off. You guys just want to have power over me. It's Walmart power. That's what that is. These smug guys and girls just looking at you like, gotcha, right? I guarantee there's somebody back there with a little button just setting it off on occasion. There's nothing that's even, there's just somebody like, oh, this one's gonna be fun. Right? We know it! They're all sitting back there. This is such a great break, guys. This is such a great, oh man, so good. This is so stinking smug. Power trips. I think it's actually, I'll admit, I think it's because I'm jealous of them. I get jealous. I have a few things I'm jealous over. Walmart workers. I think that's fair. I think I'm jealous of their power, jealous of their ability to hold people in fear. Kids, their ability to just whine and cry whenever they want to, and everybody's like, oh, they're just kids. Look at them, so cute. Because if I did that as an adult, that wouldn't fly. I'd be looked at as a weirdo or someone nobody wants to be around, and so then I can't do that. And then motorcyclists. Are there any people who ride motorcycles in this room? You can admit it. Why doesn't anybody want to admit anything in this place? You ride a motorcycle, put your hand up high. Be proud of that. Be proud of that. Because I am jealous of you. Not because of your bikes or hogs or Vespas. Vespa riders are people too, okay? I'm shooting that out there. You better slow down on laughing at that. All right? But I'm not jealous of those. I'm jealous of your camaraderie. I love driving down the road and seeing a motorcyclist just see another motorcyclist and then do just like a little hand flick of some sort. I don't even know what the proper signal is. I don't ride a motorcycle, but they just throw it out there. Hey there, how you doing, right? And it's like, it's a connection that they have with each other. It's just a, I just picture at motorcycle training school that this is, I don't even know if that's a thing. At motorcycle training school, right? That this is actually something that comes before everything else. All right, guys, welcome to motorcycle training school. Before we do anything about safety or, balancing yourself on this crazy heavy machine, we gotta talk about salutations. I wanna talk about salutations, people. All right, so when you give your wave, make sure you go ahead and throw your hand out. Make sure it's a hard, tight wave. Get that finger out. And you better do it every time you see another motorcyclist. Gary, let me see it. Good one, Gary. Good one. Hey, Tony, let me see that one. Good one, Tony. Hey, Billy. And then poor Billy, right? Poor Billy, because he just wasn't really paying attention that day in class. He throws his hand out like, Teacher comes up and just smacks him on the helmet. Because again, it's motorcycle school. I'm assuming they're wearing helmets the entire time. Safety never takes a day off. And just smacks a Billy! Billy, it's a hard, tight finger flick, Billy! Get it right! Gary and Tony are just like, oh, Billy. Get it, Billy. No wonder you ride a Vespa. Right? That's how I kind of picture that. But I really do. I get jealous of that. I've tried to kind of bring that about in like driving, seeing a car that's similar to mine. Hey, I see a Pathfinder coming up. Let me see if I can get them to kind of, hey! It doesn't normally work. Normally because I don't get the window down fast enough. There's electric windows, and then most of them I have them locked because of kids. So I'm like, I can't figure out the lock button. And I finally get them down, they're like already passed, and I'm just like, I lost a friend. I lost a friend. It's like, it just doesn't work out with cars. So that's why I'm jealous of motorcycle riders. You guys, awesome stuff there. Well done on that. I think I'm also kind of jealous of the fashion of motorcyclists. The things that they wear, you can only get away with as a motorcycle rider. Wearing these leather jackets with things that like flap around in the wind, right? Now, imagine seeing somebody who's a runner wearing those. It's like, woo! Right? Woo! You're like, that's weird. Why would you even wear that? I don't know, I saw a motorcyclist, right? They're supposed to. You're running, don't wear that. But it's like, that's what you see, right? Just imagine that. That just wouldn't make any sense. The things that motorcyclists can wear, their fashion sense is amazing. Some of the fashion stuff that you see nowadays that really blows my mind. I don't really harp on this a lot, but holes in the knees, right? Holes in the knees. That's awesome. I wish that I had good knees for it. But I've kind of thought about this. Who was the person who thought, man, I really wish we had some knee windows? I think we need that. Or like, oh man, my knees are so stinking hot right now. Oh, Or like, who's the weirdo that was standing on the sidewalk watching people walk by going, wish I saw their knees. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start cutting holes in my knees. And then I'm gonna show them to people so I can see their knees too. And I bet his name was Gary, working for some HCG company. That's what I think. Somebody doing that. I saw another person the other day. She had zippers on her knees. Why? Now, I get the holes in the knees, okay, it's fashion, but why do you need zippers? Like, are your pockets that full? Oh no, I don't have, hold on a second, I got it. Why do you need zippers on your knees? Like, what is the point? Oh man, again, my knees are so hot. Good thing I have these zippers. You know it's -4 out. Oh. Again, these fashion senses, I don't get it. How do they spark joy in anyone, right? Yeah, it spark joy. Somebody knows that spark joy stuff. Marie Kondo. Anybody guys know? How many of you guys are familiar with Marie Kondo? That new movement that's going around. Calm Marie. She's like, if you are not familiar with it, let's do a reverse bird box on this thing. Cover your ears. You can watch me. Cover your ears though, because if you hear this, you are going to get sucked in to this witchcraft. Okay? My wife got me into this thing called Calm Marie. It's a thing made by Marie Kondo, awesome lady who from Japan, who tidying up all this stuff. It's fantastic for space and things. And honestly, it's been great. It's been great for us. I fold stuff all tighter. My drawers are neater. My closet's cleaner. And I find that it's actually moving into my everyday life. I find that I'm actually thinking about things before I buy, like, does this shirt spark joy? Does it something that I really need to buy? And then I'm like, no, I don't. Thanks, Marie. And I put it away. Does this salad spark joy? No, it doesn't. So thanks, Marie. Not touching that thing. Does this burger spark joy? Oh, yes, it does. I don't care about cholesterol. Let's make this happen, right? That's what I do. It's amazing. It's awesome. I grab my kids. They're still with us. I'm glad they still spark joy. As a pastor, people ask me to pray for them. They think I am. I'm just wondering whether or not they still spark joy. Nope. And then I just walk off. Right? I'm just kidding. I love praying with people most of the time. No, but those are the kind of things that I think about, like the things that spark joy. But tidying up, getting things together was always something I struggled with. I struggle with a lot of things. One of the main things I struggle with is when I have to ask people if they need help. Now, don't get me wrong, I like helping people. But I was at a store with my wife, shopping, and we're walking by, and up by the garden section of Walmart, I believe. We're probably always there. So we're there, and she sees somebody who needs help. He's trying to get something off the top shelf. And she says, Bobby, go help him. He needs help. And I'm like, who? There's an old man back there. He needs help. And I'm like, no, he does not. He does not need help. I know his answer. I'm going to go ask him if he needs help, and he's going to tell me no. She's like, you don't know that. I'm like, no, I do know that. Go ask him if he needs help. Okay, so I go back to ask him if he needs help. Sir, I go down this aisle, garden section. I didn't need to be there. He's struggling. Sir, do you need help? No. I'm like, are you sure, sir? No. No, you do need help. You're just too prideful. Live with that hernia. So I go ahead and go, and then I grab a garden gnome. Why? Because I want to pretend like I'm supposed to be down that aisle. So I grab a garden gnome. I grab that garden gnome, I go to, and then I realize I don't need this garden gnome. So what do? You put it in another aisle that doesn't match up to the garden gnome, because that's what you do. So I put it down. What do I see? A Walmart worker glaring at me. Now, for me, what are you going to do, Walmart worker? I just looked at him. That just didn't spark joy. And then I walk by, and they start following me. So I start coughing. And as they're following me even closer, I just start crying because of one of the songs that's on the radio. And I say, this is my grandma's favorite song. And sure enough, that Walmart worker left, and I was able to shop in peace. That's right, it works everywhere, people. Use my tips. It's fantastic. Hey, listen, I hope that you've enjoyed this time. I hope that, really, honestly, that this was a good experience for you. Because I know in this world, there's craziness, right? There's stuff that makes you angry, sad, all that. But this is my opportunity just to make people laugh. And I enjoyed it so much to hear it sometimes tonight. So, thank you for that. Thank you for coming out.